This is what you might have missed on BCSN's Sports Nightly.
Welcome back. The engine started roaring around the Toledo Speedway this past weekend. A sure sign summer is right around the corner. Ushering us into the fast lane for the second straight year, here's CJ Perry and Steve Ronkowitz with the Racing Report, brought to you by Toledo Speedway.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, that's right. Racing is back, as is the Racing Report. CJ Perry alongside Steve Ronkowitz. And we were at Toledo Speedway, a gorgeous weekend for racing. You can't beat it, Steve. The clouds had all parted. Of course, we had that week where practice basically was washed out for 6 days straight. But two 100-lap features. You can't beat that. The 7-Up Twin 100s to start off our season.
Yeah, in the CRA race, it was kind of a runaway. Brian Campbell found his way to the front early on in that race. There was never a caution flag, and he just ran away with the thing. Terry Seneker ended up in second spot.
Terry Seneker was game, but just could not track down Brian Campbell, and it's unheard of. 200 laps altogether out of these two features, only one caution flag, which brings us to our next 100-lap feature with the Gold Cup late models. Another runaway victory, Jeff Gannis. There was some early jockeying for position, Dennis Strickland, Nick Bailey, some of those guys, but once Jeff Gannis took control, that was it.
Well, Gannis ended up getting a victory of about 12 and a half seconds, and when you figure that they qualify at 15 seconds, he darn near lapped the field.
Yeah, we were looking for him. He'd be the only car on the lead lap. It was something ridiculous. Terry Seneker, once again, deja vu for Seneker in the 36 machine, well prepared, brought out the only caution. If he'd had another caution maybe late in the race, we could have seen something, but boy, it's just not enough, and you run out of laps, and Jeff Gannis, that Brian Short prepared race car, just really took it home.
Well, as you say, Seneker brought out the first caution. They weren't going to let him bring out another caution to try and find his way to the front. So a couple of second place finishes. It was a good day for Terry Seneker, just not able to get the checkers.
No doubt about that. Fantastic day of racing all around at Toledo. Great crowd, great weather. You can't beat that. Get to the Attica Raceway Park results. Steve, we're looking forward to going down there this week. It'll be the first time that we're swapping Fremont for Attica.
Yeah, and it's great to be able to get back to see some late models as well on dirt. Talked about it in our preview show. It's going to be a big highlight. And Matt Iree, he started things off in a big way. He had to get to his backup car, and he still won the feature.
Yeah, he had given this car away to one of his driver friends he'd used it for a couple weeks. Then he needed it back, got the victory. In the 305 sprints, defending champ Jordan Ryan, his 6th career victory, holding off Paul Weaver. Great pass in the 15th lap to get the checkered flag.
Jordan Ryan knows how to get around Attica. He runs really well in 305s. It's fun to watch him get into that car and go fast.
In the dirt trucks, for the first time in, a year and a half, we're not saying Sean Valente gets the checkered flag. We're saying Kevin Klein gets the checkered flag. So it was a rain-shortened race, but still Kevin Klein can hang his hat on that, beating Valente.
It doesn't matter how you get the win. Kyle Klein got the win, his first win ever, and to be able to beat Valente, hey, that's even better.
Well, this weekend, BCSN Sunday night at the races, as we have mentioned, we will be at Attica Raceway Park. It's Keir Speed Shop, True Value, Woodville Knights, 410s, the LMS late models, and the 305 sprints. So some dirt, late model racing, Steve, on the slate.
Well, you talk about a rain-shortened feature. Doesn't happen a whole lot on dirt racing. We got to make sure that we get these things in. The weather forecast not looking real good, but we're going to have racing from Attica Raceway Park this week.
Toledo Speedway and Flat Rock Speedway not in action this week. The opener for Flat Rock Speedway, April 25th. We'll be having that on BCSN Sunday night at the races. For Steve Ronkowitz, I'm CJ Perry. Back to you guys.
Be sure to watch Sports Nightly weeknights at 10:30 on BCSN and follow us on Twitter at sports_nightly.